The Great Wall of China stretches over 13,000 miles, a distance that could circle the Earth halfway. Built over centuries by millions of hands, it stands as one of humanity's most monumental achievements. But beyond its towering stones and winding paths lies a mystery that few have fully explored. What secrets are hidden within this ancient marvel? What untold stories have been buried in its shadow for thousands of years? Today, we're diving deep into the lesser-known mysteries of the Great Wall, uncovering forgotten tales, surprising facts, and historical enigmas that challenge everything you thought you knew about this iconic structure. From its hidden chambers to the untold truths of its construction, prepare to see the Great Wall in a whole new light, ready to uncover what's been hiding in plain sight. Let's begin. When we think of the Great Wall of China, the first image that comes to mind is often one of a massive fortification built to keep invaders at bay. And that's absolutely true. For centuries, the wall served as a formidable defensive barrier, protecting the Chinese heartland from nomadic tribes and foreign armies. But what if I told you that its purpose went far beyond just military defense? The Great Wall was a multi-faceted structure, intricately tied to the empire's broader ambitions. While border control and protection were undeniably central, other, lesser-known roles reveal just how complex and strategic this engineering marvel truly was. One often overlooked function of the Great Wall was its role in trade regulation. Along its vast expanse, checkpoints were established not only to monitor movement but also to control the flow of goods. These checkpoints acted as customs hubs where merchants were taxed on the goods they transported. This system allowed the empire to generate significant revenue while also managing the types of products that entered and exited its territory. It wasn't just a wall, it was a tool for economic control, but the wall's influence didn't stop there. Some historians argue that it served as a powerful symbol of imperial authority. Stretching across thousands of miles, it was a physical manifestation of the emperor's reach and dominance. Its sheer size and scale sent a clear message to both subjects and outsiders. This was a civilization that could achieve the unimaginable. In this sense, the Great Wall wasn't just about defense or economics, it was a statement of power. These lesser-known purposes paint a more nuanced picture of the wall's role in history. Yet, as we peel back these layers, we're left with a tantalizing question. What other secrets might this ancient structure hold? Could there have been hidden functions or untold stories woven into its stones, waiting to be uncovered? As we dig deeper, the Great Wall reveals itself not just as a monument of the past, but as a window into the ambitions, strategies, and mysteries of an empire that shaped the course of history. As we journey further into the mysteries of the Great Wall, it's impossible not to marvel at the sheer ingenuity embedded in its construction. While many know it as a massive stone barrier, few realize the diversity of materials and techniques that brought this architectural wonder to life. One of the most fascinating aspects lies in its adaptability across different terrains and eras. The Great Wall evolved, showcasing the brilliance of its creators. Take, for instance, the sections built with tamped earth. In regions where stone was scarce, ancient builders crafted walls by compacting layers of soil mixed with gravel, creating structures that have endured centuries of wear. Then there are the brick sections, which emerged during the Ming Dynasty, revealing a shift toward more refined construction methods. These bricks were often bound together with a unique mortar made from rice flour, a surprising ingredient that added both strength and resilience. It's a testament to the resourcefulness of the builders, who turned everyday materials into something extraordinary. But what makes these methods even more remarkable is how they reflect the challenges of their time. Each material and technique was chosen not just for practicality, but for its ability to withstand the harsh environments where the walls stood. From the arid deserts to the rugged mountains, the Great Wall wasn't just a barrier, it was a living example of human innovation. As we uncover these hidden architectural marvels, one can't help but wonder, what other secrets lie buried within its stones? What untold stories of creativity and perseverance are waiting to be discovered? The Great Wall's legacy isn't just in its size or its history, it's in the countless innovations that continue to inspire awe and curiosity today. When we picture the Great Wall of China, we often think of its sprawling, well-preserved sections that stretch majestically across the landscape. But what many don't realize is that a significant portion of this ancient marvel has vanished over the centuries. Erosion, harsh weather, and even human interference have claimed entire segments of the wall, leaving behind only fragments of its once unbroken grandeur. These lost sections are more than just missing stones, they're untapped windows into history, potentially hiding treasures, artifacts, and stories that could reshape our understanding of this iconic structure. Archaeologists and historians have long been fascinated by these forgotten parts of the wall. Some believe that within these lost stretches lie undiscovered chambers, ancient inscriptions, or even evidence of lesser-known battles and events. Efforts to rediscover these sections have ramped up in recent years, with advanced technologies like ground-penetrating radar and satellite imaging helping to pinpoint areas that have been buried or eroded. Preservation initiatives are also underway, aiming to protect what remains and ensure that these pieces of history aren't lost forever. Yet, even the sections of the wall that we do know about aren't without their own share of mysteries. From hidden passageways to cryptic carvings, the Great Wall continues to surprise us. So, as we uncover the secrets of its lost sections, we're reminded that this ancient wonder still has countless stories to tell, and perhaps the greatest discoveries are yet to come. Beyond its towering presence as a defensive barrier, the Great Wall of China may have served as a sophisticated hub for espionage and surveillance. Stretching across thousands of miles, it wasn't just a physical shield against invaders, it was also a network of observation and communication. Watchtowers strategically placed along the wall were more than just lookout points. They functioned as early intelligence centers. Guards stationed in these towers could spot enemy movements from miles away, relaying critical information through a system of smoke signals, flags, and even drums. This communication network allowed for rapid coordination across vast distances, turning the wall into a living, breathing system of defense and reconnaissance. The wall's design also hints at its dual purpose. Many sections were built with hidden passages and narrow staircases, allowing for discreet movement of troops and spies. These features suggest that the wall wasn't just about keeping enemies out, it was also about gathering information on their activities. Imagine a soldier slipping through a concealed doorway, venturing out to observe enemy camps and returning unseen with valuable intelligence. This blend of architecture and strategy highlights the ingenuity of the wall's builders, who understood that knowledge could be as powerful as physical strength in warfare. But the question remains, what other military secrets does the Great Wall hold? Its massive scale and intricate design suggest there's still much to uncover. Could there be hidden chambers or forgotten tunnels that once played a role in espionage? As we peel back the layers of history, the wall reveals itself not just as a monument of defense, but as a testament to the ancient art of gathering intelligence. And with that, let's explore what other mysteries lie within this ancient marvel. Beyond its towering stones and sweeping vistas, the Great Wall of China carries a weight of symbolism that has resonated for centuries. Often seen as a testament to unity, it stands as a physical reminder of how countless hands, soldiers, laborers, and craftsmen came together to achieve something monumental. This idea of collective effort transcends its physical form, symbolizing strength and resilience in the face of adversity. For many, it's not just a wall, it's a shield, a protector of culture and people, embodying the very essence of safeguarding what matters most. But the wall's story doesn't stop at brick and mortar. It's woven deeply into the fabric of mythology. Legends swirl around it, some as old as the structure itself. One of the most enduring tales speaks of dragons, those mythical creatures of power and wisdom, whose spirits were said to have guided the wall's construction. Some believed the wall's serpentine path was inspired by the undulating shape of a dragon's body, a nod to its divine influence. Others whispered of supernatural forces that guarded the wall, ensuring its endurance against time and invaders. These stories, rich with imagination, added layers of mystique to an already awe-inspiring landmark. Yet, as captivating as these myths are, they often veil the more intricate truths of the wall's history. While dragons and supernatural guardians may capture the imagination, the real story lies in the human ingenuity and sacrifice that brought this colossal project to life. The legends, in their own way, serve as a bridge between the tangible and the intangible, inviting us to explore not just what the wall is, but what it represents. And as we peel back these layers of myth, we begin to uncover the deeper, often untold narratives that make the Great Wall not just a wonder of the world, but a mirror into the hopes, fears, and dreams of those who built it. Beneath the awe-inspiring grandeur of the Great Wall lies a story of immense sacrifice and struggle. Its construction was not just a feat of engineering, but a testament to the human cost involved. Over centuries, countless laborers toiled under harsh conditions, enduring brutal weather, grueling physical demands, and often fatal accidents. It's estimated that hundreds of thousands, if not millions, lost their lives in the process. For many, the wall became not just a barrier against invaders, but a symbol of oppression, as workers were often conscripted against their will, torn from their families, and forced into years of backbreaking labor. Yet, amidst this suffering, there are whispers of resistance and resilience. Some laborers found ways to rebel, whether through subtle acts of defiance or outright refusal to comply. Stories of escape attempts, covert sabotage, and even organized uprisings hint at a hidden history of struggle against the very forces that sought to control them. These untold tales of bravery and defiance add another layer to the wall's legacy, one that goes beyond bricks and mortar to reveal the indomitable spirit of those who built it. The human cost of the Great Wall is a reminder that history is often written by the powerful, while the voices of the marginalized are lost to time. What if these laborers' stories could speak to us today? What might they reveal about the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable hardship? This enduring mystery invites us to look beyond the wall's physical presence and consider the lives, dreams, and struggles of those who shaped it. The Great Wall of China is often seen as a symbol of Chinese unity and defense, but its story is far more intricate than most realize. Stretching across thousands of miles, the wall didn't just traverse rugged landscapes, it also intersected with the lives of countless ethnic groups and cultures. Many of these communities have been overlooked in the broader narrative, yet their histories are deeply woven into the fabric of the wall itself. From the nomadic tribes of the northern steppes to the settled agricultural societies in the south, the Great Wall was a meeting point of diverse peoples, each leaving their own unique imprint. Take the Xiongnu, for example, a nomadic confederation that roamed the northern plains. Often depicted as adversaries of the Chinese dynasties, their interactions with the wall were far more complex than simple conflict. They influenced the construction techniques and even the strategic planning of certain sections, adapting to the wall's presence in ways that shaped their own societal structures. Similarly, the Khitan and Jurchen peoples, who later established powerful empires, left traces of their cultural and architectural influence along the wall's eastern stretches. But it's not just the nomads who played a role. The wall also passed through regions inhabited by the Uyghurs, Tibetans, and other ethnic groups, each contributing to the wall's story in ways that are rarely acknowledged. These communities weren't just bystanders, they were active participants in the wall's history, contributing labor, knowledge, and even artistic elements that are still visible today in certain sections. What's fascinating is how these cultures may have left their own hidden marks on the wall. From inscriptions and carvings to the use of locally sourced materials, there are subtle clues that hint at the diverse hands that shaped this monumental structure. These details challenge the idea of the Great Wall as a purely Chinese creation, revealing it instead as a tapestry of human ingenuity and collaboration. As we explore these forgotten cultures, it's important to ask, what else might be hidden along the wall's vast expanse? The answers could reshape our understanding of this iconic landmark, reminding us that history is rarely as simple as it seems. One of the most intriguing mysteries surrounding the Great Wall of China is the possibility of hidden chambers or underground passages concealed within its massive structure. While the wall is often seen as a symbol of defense and unity, there are theories that it may have served additional purposes beyond its visible role. Some historians and archaeologists speculate that secret chambers could have been built into the wall for a variety of reasons, ranging from practical to symbolic. For example, these hidden spaces might have been used for storing supplies like food, weapons, or other resources needed by soldiers stationed along the wall. Given its vast length and remote locations, having secure storage areas would have been essential for maintaining the wall's defenses. Another theory suggests that these chambers could have served as escape routes, allowing soldiers or officials to move discreetly in case of an attack. Imagine the strategic advantage of being able to vanish into the wall itself, only to reappear miles away, unseen by enemies. Beyond practicality, there's also the idea that some of these hidden spaces might have had ceremonial or spiritual significance. Ancient Chinese culture placed great importance on rituals and symbolism, and it's possible that certain sections of the wall were designed to honor deities or serve as sacred spaces for reflection and worship. These chambers could have been used for private ceremonies or as places to store valuable artifacts and records, hidden away from the eyes of invaders. The question that arises is, what might these chambers hold if they were discovered today? Could they contain ancient relics, inscriptions, or even evidence of daily life from centuries ago? The thought of uncovering such secrets adds an extra layer of fascination to the Great Wall's already rich history. As researchers continue to explore its depths, the possibility of finding hidden chambers reminds us that there's still much to learn about this iconic structure. The Great Wall of China isn't just a marvel of human engineering, it's also a monumental force that has shaped the natural world around it. Stretching across thousands of miles, this colossal structure didn't just divide territories, it transformed entire ecosystems. From the moment construction began over 2,000 years ago, the wall's presence disrupted the land in ways that are still visible today. Historically, the wall's construction required vast amounts of resources, stone, wood, and earth, all extracted from the surrounding environment. Entire forests were cleared, and rivers were diverted to meet the demands of building and maintaining this massive barrier. These changes didn't just alter the landscape, they also affected local wildlife, pushing animals out of their natural habitats and disrupting migration patterns. Species that once roamed freely found their paths cut off, forcing them to adapt or relocate entirely. In more recent times, the wall's environmental impact has taken on a different dimension. Modern development and tourism have introduced new challenges. Foot traffic and infrastructure around popular sections of the wall have led to soil erosion and damage to fragile ecosystems. Meanwhile, efforts to preserve and restore the wall have sometimes clashed with conservation goals, raising questions about how to balance cultural heritage with environmental sustainability. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. The wall's environmental legacy might hold clues to understanding broader ecological changes over centuries. From the way vegetation has grown around its ruins to the patterns of wind and water erosion it has influenced, the wall serves as a living record of how human activity shapes the natural world. Could studying these effects help us better manage our impact on the environment today? The answer might be hidden in the very stones of this ancient structure. Hidden beneath the centuries of history, the Great Wall has quietly guarded more than just its towering stone and brick. In recent years, archaeologists have uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts that tell the story of the people who built, defended, and lived alongside this colossal structure. From rusted swords and arrowheads to simple tools and everyday personal items, these discoveries offer a rare glimpse into the lives of those who called the wall their home. Each artifact is a silent witness to the struggles, triumphs, and everyday routines of a bygone era. For instance, the discovery of a soldier's helmet near a watchtower hints at the constant vigilance required to protect the empire, while fragments of pottery and cooking utensils reveal the quieter moments of life near the wall. These finds don't just speak to the past, they also connect us to the individuals who shaped history. Imagine a craftsman carefully carving a wooden spoon or a soldier sharpening his blade under the starlit sky. These small, intimate details humanize the monumental scale of the wall, reminding us that it was built and maintained by real people with their own hopes and fears. But the story doesn't end here. With so much of the wall still unexplored, who knows what other relics remain buried beneath the earth? Could there be lost letters, hidden weapon caches, or even forgotten settlements waiting to be unearthed? Each discovery brings us closer to understanding the full scope of this ancient marvel and the lives it touched. The Great Wall's secrets are still being revealed piece by piece. But the Great Wall wasn't just a physical barrier, it was also a sophisticated communication system. Imagine standing atop one of its watchtowers, scanning the horizon for any sign of movement. When danger approached, soldiers didn't rely on slow messengers or written notes. Instead, they used an ingenious network of signal fires, smoke, and even drums to relay messages across vast distances in a matter of minutes. These signals could travel hundreds of miles in a single day, far faster than any horse or runner. It was a system designed for speed and precision, allowing commanders to respond to threats with remarkable efficiency. The signal fires, known as beacon towers, were strategically placed to ensure visibility from one tower to the next. During the day, thick columns of smoke would rise into the sky, while at night, bright flames pierced the darkness. Each signal carried a specific meaning, indicating everything from the size of an approaching force to the direction of their movement. And when the situation demanded urgency, the rhythmic beat of drums would echo across the landscape, amplifying the message further. What's fascinating is how this system wasn't just about defense. It also connected communities and facilitated trade. Merchants and travelers could use the towers as waypoints, knowing that the same network that warned of danger could also guide them safely. But here's the intriguing part. Historians believe that some of the communication codes used along the wall have been lost to time. What secrets might those codes have held? Could they have contained hidden messages or even clues to the wall's deeper purpose? The mystery lingers, inviting us to wonder just how much we've yet to uncover about this ancient marvel. The Great Wall of China isn't just a relic of the past, it's a testament to ingenuity that continues to shape modern engineering. built to withstand the test of time. Its design principles have inspired contemporary projects in ways you might not expect. Take its use of materials, for example. The wall was constructed using locally sourced resources, blending seamlessly with its environment, a strategy that modern architects often emulate to reduce environmental impact. Its layered structure, combining stone, earth, and even sticky rice mortar, has influenced today's composite materials known for their strength and resilience. But it's not just about what the wall is made of, it's how it was built. The Great Wall spans diverse terrains, from mountains to deserts, requiring innovative solutions to adapt to each challenge. This adaptability has become a cornerstone of modern engineering, where projects must navigate everything from urban landscapes to natural barriers. Engineers today study the wall's techniques to create structures that can endure extreme weather, seismic activity, and even the passage of time. The Great Wall's ability to remain standing for centuries serves as a masterclass in durability, offering lessons that remain relevant in an era of climate change and resource scarcity. Perhaps most fascinating is how the wall's design philosophy has influenced modern infrastructure. Its watchtowers, designed for communication and defense, mirror the way today's smart cities use interconnected systems for efficiency and security. The wall wasn't just a barrier, it was a network, a concept that resonates in today's urban planning and transportation systems. As we uncover more about its construction methods, it's clear that the Great Wall's influence extends far beyond its physical presence, shaping the way we think about building for the future. And who knows, there may still be untold lessons waiting to be discovered. Carved into the stones of the Great Wall are countless inscriptions and carvings, each one a silent whisper from the past. These markings, often overlooked, tell stories of the individuals who once stood where we now stand: soldiers, laborers, travelers, and even poets. Some inscriptions are official records, detailing the construction of sections or commemorating specific events. Others are more personal, etched by those who sought to leave their mark on history, even if it was just their name or a brief message. What's fascinating is how these carvings provide a glimpse into the daily lives and emotions of people from vastly different eras. A soldier might have scratched a prayer for safety into the stone, while a wandering scholar could have left a poetic verse inspired by the vast landscape. Even graffiti from centuries ago reveals a sense of humanity, people's desire to connect, express themselves, or simply say, "I was here." These markings are like a time capsule, preserving the voices of those who lived through triumphs, hardships, and everything in between. But here's the intriguing part: not all of these inscriptions have been fully deciphered or understood. Some remain shrouded in mystery, their meanings lost to time. Could there be hidden messages or codes waiting to be uncovered? What other secrets might these stones hold, silently waiting for someone to piece together their story? The Great Wall isn't just a monument of defense, it's also a canvas of human history, each carving a brushstroke in a much larger picture. Stretching across thousands of miles, the Great Wall of China is often seen as a symbol of division, a massive barrier meant to keep invaders out. But what if this iconic structure also played a surprising role in connecting cultures? Far from being just a line of separation, the wall acted as a meeting point where ideas, goods, and traditions flowed between different regions and civilizations. Merchants, travelers, and even soldiers moved along its length, bringing with them not only goods but also stories, technologies, and beliefs. This exchange transformed the wall into a dynamic cultural crossroads where the East and West quietly influenced each other in profound ways. For instance, the Silk Road, one of history's most famous trade routes, intersected with the Great Wall at several points. Here, silk, spices, and ceramics traveled westward, while glassware, horses, and even religious texts made their way east. But it wasn't just physical items that were exchanged. Philosophical ideas, artistic styles, and religious practices also spread along these routes. Buddhism, for example, found its way into China through these interactions, leaving a lasting impact on Chinese culture and spirituality. The wall, often associated with isolation, became an unintended bridge for cultural dialogue. Yet, this exchange was not without its complexities. While the flow of ideas and goods brought innovation and enrichment, it also carried hidden consequences. Diseases, for one, spread along trade routes, sometimes with devastating effects. The introduction of new technologies and agricultural practices could disrupt local economies or ways of life. Even the blending of cultures sometimes led to tensions, as traditions clashed or evolved in unexpected ways. The Great Wall, in its role as a facilitator of exchange, became a site of both connection and unintended challenges, a reminder that cultural interaction is rarely simple or one-sided. As we delve deeper into the wall's history, it becomes clear that this monumental structure was far more than a defensive barrier. It was a living, breathing artery of cultural exchange, shaping the identities of the people who lived along its path. But what other secrets might this ancient marvel hold? The story of the Great Wall is not just one of bricks and mortar, but of the countless lives and legacies that intersected along its course. Throughout history, the Great Wall of China has not just been a marvel of engineering, but also a source of endless fascination and mystery. Among the many legends surrounding this ancient structure, one of the most captivating is the idea that it hides untold treasures within its vast expanse. Stories of gold, jewels, and even ancient manuscripts buried beneath its stones have persisted for centuries, fueling the imaginations of explorers and historians alike. But how much of this is rooted in fact, and how much is pure speculation? Theories about hidden treasures often stem from the wall's role as a protective barrier against invaders. Some believe that during times of conflict, valuable items were secretly stashed within its walls to keep them safe from marauding armies. Others suggest that construction workers or local leaders might have buried riches as offerings or for safekeeping, leaving behind clues that have long since faded into obscurity. These tales are further bolstered by occasional discoveries, like artifacts unearthed during restoration projects, which hint that the wall might still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Despite the allure of these legends, the plausibility of hidden treasures remains a topic of debate. Archaeologists point out that the Great Wall spans thousands of miles, much of it built with stone, earth, and rubble, hardly the ideal place to store fragile or precious items. Additionally, centuries of erosion, looting, and natural disasters have likely erased many of the clues that could lead to such discoveries. Still, the possibility of finding something extraordinary keeps treasure hunters and researchers searching, driven by the tantalizing idea that the wall's greatest secrets are yet to be revealed. Efforts to uncover these treasures have ranged from official archaeological expeditions to amateur treasure hunts, often yielding mixed results. While some discoveries have shed light on the wall's history, others have raised more questions than answers. This blend of fact and fiction keeps the legend alive, inviting us to wonder what might still lie hidden within this ancient monument. Could there be a cache of gold waiting to be found, or perhaps a manuscript that rewrites history? The mystery endures, reminding us that the Great Wall of China is not just a feat of human ingenuity, but also a keeper of secrets that may one day come to light. As we marvel at the Great Wall's immense scale and strategic brilliance, there's another layer to its story that often goes unnoticed: its connection to the stars. Some historians and archaeologists propose that certain sections of the wall might have been intentionally aligned with celestial bodies, serving not just as a defense mechanism, but also as a canvas for ancient Chinese astronomy. The ancient Chinese were renowned for their sophisticated understanding of the heavens, meticulously tracking the movements of planets, stars, and constellations. Could this deep astronomical knowledge have influenced the wall's design? Take, for example, the way some sections of the wall face key celestial events, like the rising of the winter solstice sun or the positions of significant stars. These alignments suggest that the wall may have doubled as an astronomical observatory, helping ancient scholars map the skies and predict seasonal changes. It's a fascinating idea that this monumental structure, often seen as purely functional, might also have been a tool for unlocking the mysteries of the universe. But this raises an even bigger question. What other celestial secrets might the Great Wall hold? Could there be hidden markers or inscriptions that reveal even more about ancient China's relationship with the cosmos? The possibility invites us to look at the wall not just as a relic of the past, but as a bridge connecting humanity's curiosity about the earth and the heavens. What else might we discover if we gaze at the wall through the lens of the stars? The Great Wall of China is often celebrated for its military might and cultural significance, but few consider its potential role in safeguarding public health. In ancient times, the wall wasn't just a barrier against invaders. It may have also served as a critical tool in controlling the spread of disease. By regulating the movement of people and goods, it could have acted as a form of quarantine, preventing outbreaks from sweeping across the empire. Imagine a time when contagious illnesses like the plague or smallpox could devastate entire populations. The wall's checkpoints and guarded passages would have allowed authorities to monitor and restrict travel, effectively isolating infected regions before diseases could spread further. This idea challenges the traditional view of the Great Wall as purely a defensive structure, suggesting it played a broader role in protecting the empire's health. In an era without modern medicine or vaccines, controlling movement was one of the few ways to manage epidemics. The wall's strategic design, with its towers and gates, provided a practical system for enforcing these measures. Soldiers stationed along its length could monitor travelers, inspect goods, and even turn back those who posed a risk. While evidence of its use for disease control isn't explicitly documented, the practical benefits of such a system would have been undeniable. The Han Dynasty, for instance, faced frequent outbreaks of disease, and the wall's infrastructure would have offered a way to mitigate these crises. Its role in public health might not have been the primary intention, but the ripple effects of its construction could have saved countless lives. Yet, this aspect of the wall's history remains largely overlooked, overshadowed by its more dramatic military narratives. It's a reminder that even the most iconic structures can hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. As we peel back the layers of its story, the Great Wall reveals itself not just as a fortress, but as a multifaceted tool that shaped the lives of those who lived under its shadow. The idea that it might have been a silent guardian against disease adds another layer to its enduring legacy. As we marvel at the Great Wall's grandeur, it's worth asking, how do we ensure this ancient wonder survives for future generations? Modern conservation efforts have become a race against time, battling natural erosion, human impact, and the sheer scale of the structure itself. Archaeologists and preservationists are now armed with cutting-edge technology, from drones mapping inaccessible sections to advanced imaging tools revealing hidden layers of history buried within the wall's stones. These innovations have led to surprising discoveries, like forgotten watchtowers and sections of the wall long lost to the elements. Yet, preserving such a vast and aging monument is no simple task. Weathering, vegetation overgrowth, and even tourism pose significant threats, requiring a delicate balance between accessibility and protection. Looking ahead, what might future explorations uncover? With every new tool and technique, we inch closer to unraveling the Great Wall's deepest secrets. Could there be undiscovered passages, ancient artifacts, or even clues about the lives of those who built it? The possibilities are as vast as the wall itself, inviting us to continue this journey of discovery while safeguarding its legacy. As we strive to preserve this iconic structure, we're not just protecting history, we're ensuring that the stories etched into its stones remain alive for centuries to come. The Great Wall of China isn't just a physical barrier, it's a cornerstone of Chinese identity, a symbol of endurance and unity that has resonated through centuries. Across generations, it has become more than stone and mortar. It's a testament to the resilience of a people and the spirit of a nation. Think about it, how many other landmarks have been so deeply woven into the fabric of a culture? Its presence in literature, art, and media reflects this profound connection. From ancient poems celebrating its grandeur to modern films showcasing its majesty, the wall has been a constant source of inspiration and pride. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. While the Great Wall is often celebrated as a unifying force, its role in shaping Chinese identity isn't without complexity. Historically, it was a dividing line as much as a protective barrier keeping out invaders, yes, but also separating communities and cultures. This duality raises questions about how we interpret its legacy. Is it purely a symbol of strength, or does it also carry echoes of conflict and isolation? As we explore its influence on Chinese identity, it's worth considering how the wall's symbolism has evolved over time. What began as a military necessity has transformed into a cultural icon, embodying both the struggles and triumphs of a nation. Yet, beneath its towering presence lies a deeper narrative, one that invites us to look beyond the surface and uncover the layers of history that continue to shape its meaning today. While the Great Wall of China is often celebrated as a symbol of strength and unity, its history is also marked by forgotten battles that echo through the stones themselves. Many of these conflicts have faded from mainstream memory, yet they played a crucial role in shaping the wall's legacy. One such event was the Battle of Jinshanling in the mid-13th century, where Mongol forces clashed with Jin dynasty defenders in a desperate struggle for control. Though overshadowed by larger campaigns, this battle was pivotal in weakening the Jin dynasty and paving the way for Kublai Khan's eventual conquest of China. Another overlooked chapter is the Ming dynasty's fierce resistance against the Warat Mongols in the 15th century. Along the wall's northern stretches, soldiers endured brutal sieges and harsh conditions, their stories etched into the very fabric of the structure. These skirmishes weren't just about territory, they were about survival, with countless lives lost in the shadows of its towering ramparts. But how do these forgotten battles leave their mark on the wall today? Archaeologists have uncovered remnants of weapons, pottery, and even personal belongings embedded in its layers, offering glimpses into the lives of those who fought and died here. Scorch marks, arrowheads, and repaired sections of the wall suggest a history of conflict and resilience, hidden in plain sight. These physical traces serve as silent witnesses to the struggles that shaped empires and defined generations. As we walk along its ancient pathways, we're not just stepping on stones, we're walking through the echoes of history itself. Beyond its physical presence, the Great Wall of China holds a profound place in the spiritual and mythological imagination of ancient cultures. Stories passed down through generations often depict the wall not just as a fortification against invaders, but as a symbolic boundary between the earthly and the divine. In many Chinese myths, it was believed to mark the divide between the world of humans and the realm of spirits, acting as a protective barrier against malevolent forces. Some legends even suggest that the wall was built to contain or ward off supernatural threats, with its massive stones and winding path serving as more than just a defense against armies. In certain religious traditions, it was seen as a pathway to enlightenment, a metaphor for the journey of the soul, with each brick representing a step toward spiritual awakening. This dual role, both physical and metaphysical, showcases how deeply the wall was intertwined with the spiritual fabric of ancient China. These beliefs may have played a surprising role in how the wall was constructed. The careful placement of watchtowers, the alignment with natural landmarks, and the use of specific materials might have been influenced by the desire to harness spiritual energy or align with cosmic forces. As we peel back the layers of myth and religion, it becomes clear that the Great Wall was far more than just a military project. It was a monument to the hopes, fears, and faith of an entire civilization. The Great Wall of China is often seen as a symbol of isolation, but its influence extends far beyond its stone and mortar, shaping the course of global history in ways many might not realize. While it was built to protect China from invaders, it also served as a cultural and economic bridge, connecting the East and West through the Silk Road. This immense structure didn't just keep people out, it also facilitated trade, spreading ideas, technologies, and goods across continents. Chinese innovations like paper, gunpowder, and silk reached the world in part because of the stability the wall provided to the region. Beyond trade, the Great Wall influenced how other civilizations perceived China. To many outsiders, it was a marvel of engineering and ambition, a testament to the power and ingenuity of the Chinese Empire. European explorers and writers like Marco Polo often described it with awe, cementing its place in the global imagination. Yet, the wall also became a symbol of mystery, fueling misconceptions and myths about China's intentions and capabilities. Over time, it came to represent not just a physical barrier but a cultural one, shaping how the world viewed China for centuries. The wall's role in shaping world events is equally profound. For example, its ability to repel invasions allowed China to develop its civilization without constant disruption, while the rest of the world grappled with wars and upheavals. This stability had ripple effects, influencing global trade networks and diplomatic relations. Even today, the wall continues to impact global history as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing millions of visitors who leave with a deeper understanding of China's past. Yet, despite its monumental significance, the Great Wall's global impact is often underappreciated. It's more than just a tourist attraction or a relic of the past. It's a testament to how interconnected our world has always been. The next time you think of the Great Wall, consider not just its towering ramparts but the vast web of history it helped weave across the globe. The Great Wall of China is more than just an architectural marvel. It's a tapestry of secrets that continues to baffle historians and archaeologists alike. While we know it served as a military fortification, its exact purpose remains shrouded in ambiguity. Was it solely a defensive barrier, or did it also function as a symbol of imperial power and control? Some theories even suggest it played a role in regulating trade along the Silk Road. The wall's multi-layered history leaves us wondering whether its true significance has yet to be fully uncovered. Then there are the whispers of hidden chambers and passages woven into its structure. Legends speak of concealed rooms used for storing supplies, housing soldiers, or even serving as secret escape routes. Yet, despite centuries of exploration, many of these chambers remain undiscovered. Could they hold ancient artifacts, inscriptions, or even treasures waiting to be unearthed? The possibility of such hidden spaces keeps researchers and adventurers endlessly intrigued. Equally fascinating are the lost sections of the wall, swallowed by time and nature. Over the centuries, parts of the Great Wall have crumbled, been dismantled, or simply vanished into the landscape. Archaeologists still stumble upon forgotten segments buried under sand or overgrown by vegetation. What stories do these lost pieces hold? Could they reveal new insights into the wall's construction or the lives of those who built it? Each discovery feels like uncovering a piece of a puzzle that's far from complete. These unsolved mysteries keep the Great Wall alive not just as a physical structure, but as a source of endless fascination. They invite us to imagine the lives of those who walked its ramparts, the secrets it guards, and the stories it has yet to tell. As we explore these unanswered questions, the wall becomes more than a relic of the past. It transforms into a living, breathing enigma that continues to captivate us. The Great Wall of China isn't just a physical barrier, it's a living tapestry of secrets, mysteries, and stories that span centuries. From its hidden tunnels and strategic designs to the enigmatic tales of its builders, the wall holds a treasure trove of untold history. We've uncovered how its construction was as much about defense as it was about power, control, and even myth. And let's not forget the whispers of lost artifacts and ancient legends that continue to captivate explorers and historians alike. What makes the Great Wall so fascinating isn't just its immense size or its role in history, but the unanswered questions it leaves us with. Why were certain sections built in seemingly impossible locations? What secrets still lie buried beneath its stones? These mysteries remind us that history is never fully settled. It's always evolving, always inviting us to dig deeper. So, what do you think? Is the Great Wall simply an ancient fortress, or is it a portal to a world of forgotten truths? The next time you see an image of this iconic landmark, consider the layers of history it represents and the stories yet to be discovered. If you've enjoyed this journey through the hidden secrets of the Great Wall, let us know in the comments. What's your favorite mystery or theory about this ancient wonder? And don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the world's greatest historical enigmas. History isn't just about the past, it's about the questions that keep us curious.